Hey guys, this is my pregnancy vlog for weeks 29 and 30. I'm going to try filming this again. Wyatt got really, really loud in here and whiny and wanted to touch everything. I wanted to brush his teeth with my toothbrush. I love you, but no, not happening. So, not much is happening. I'm in between doctor's appointments. I had one at 28 weeks, I've got another one at 32 weeks, and I'm at 30. So, nothing much. Just kind of hanging out at home and going to work. Symptoms-wise, I have had the most awful heartburn. It's keeping me up at night, every single night, and there's nothing that really works. It does not matter what I eat. It does not matter what I drink. Even water is giving me heartburn. Even the blandest of foods are giving me heartburn. I wish I could blame it on something acidic or spicy, and I do eat those things. This is my lovely little red Solo cup full of cranberry juice. I decided I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to drink what I'm going to drink because no matter what I do, I end up with heartburn anyway. So why restrict myself from enjoying the things that I really enjoy, and that, there's so many things they tell you that you can't have when you're pregnant. Don't take away my cranberry juice. I took away the vodka, leave the cranberry. But anyway, so since nothing is making a difference and it doesn't matter how little or more or what and here and there, I just eat whatever and deal with the heartburn as it comes. I don't have any heartburn during the day. It's always after supper, when I'm going to bed, later in the evening kind of thing. I get off from work anywhere between 6 and 7 in the evening. So I'm already, by the time I'm off from work, I'm already kind of past supper time. So I have no choice but to eat my dinner later in the day. I mean, if I could maybe make it earlier, I would. And then try to find a bland snack to have before bed, but that's just not possible with my job. I'm not home. I can't eat when I'm at work. I work part-time, so I only work 3 to 4 hours, a night. I work 5 days a week, but I only work 4 hours a day. So I don't get a supper break or anything that I could stop and eat. I don't like eating when I'm there, like having a snack, because then all the kids kind of vulture on you and they're like, ooh, I want a cracker. Go away. And that's not right to be eating in front of them anyway. So I'm stuck. I have to eat when I get home. That can be, again, anywhere from like 6 to 7:30, depending on if I'm doing transport or who I have to take home, or if I don't have to take anybody home, if I have to stop at Quick Trip and get gas or milk for Wyatt or whatever. You never know when I'll be home, and I just have to eat when I get there. So I know that probably makes it worse that I'm eating later, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So, Tums, very short term, doesn't help much. Takes about 10 minutes and I'm feeling like crap again. And, 10 minutes, that's the time that you get up, go get yourself the Tums, stop to take a pee, and then get back in bed, get comfy, you just start to drift off again, and the heartburn hits, and then it was almost worthless taking the Tums in the first place. So Tums really aren't working. Zantac, I took it last night before I ate supper, and I didn't have any heartburn. But if the heartburn has already started and I take a Zantac, it's worthless. It does nothing whatsoever. So I think at my appointment, I'm just going to bring it up and be like, is there something that I can take every day before I eat supper to try to avoid feeling like poo every single night? Because it's keeping me up all night and I'm not getting any sleep. And the other problem I'm having is pregnancy dreams, like having nightmares. And I'm sure a lot of you know that when you have any dream during pregnancy, it's more vivid and it's more lifelike and you feel like it really happened. So if they're good dreams, it's like, yay, that was fun. If they're bad dreams, you then wake up and lay there and think about what horrible thing just didn't really happen but felt like it really happened. and it takes you an hour to get settled back down and go back to sleep. And I don't want to wake my husband up and be like, hey, hold me, the house burnt down. But no, it's fine. What are you talking about? But literally, that's what my dreams are about. They're about things happening to my husband, things happening to my kids, things happening to me, like me dying and then my kids being left and this baby not knowing me, just things happening to the baby, things happening to the house, the car, whatever. I mean, it's just the most miserable, sad, horrible fears I have are playing out in my dreams at night and keeping me up. And then I'm up because of the dream, and the heartburn kicks in. It takes forever to get the heartburn to settle down, and get my brain to settle down, and my emotions to settle down. And then it's 3 a.m., and the next thing I know it's 6 a.m., and people are getting up and going, and work and school, and so I'm not getting much sleep. Thankfully, we've got Wyatt on a really good schedule now. He's in bed sometime between 8 and 9, and mostly asleep by then. We had a couple nights there where he fought with me till like 10:30. But other than that, he's doing pretty good. He's going to bed at a decent time. He's sleeping all night long. He gets up at like 8:30, which is way better than when he was getting up at 6:30. So even though they wake me up when they get up in the morning at 6 and 6:20, I at least can go back to sleep and sleep for a little while longer until Wyatt gets up and wants breakfast. So that's helping. I don't know what I'd do if we were still getting up at 6. I'd be beyond miserable. I'd be so tired. I'm already so tired. And I'm still waiting to hear back from my doctor about my thyroid medication. I haven't gotten a hold of him, or he hasn't gotten a hold of me, or whatever. He said that my TSH levels were just a tiny bit elevated, and they wanted to make a slight adjustment to my medication, but like I said, I haven't gotten in contact with him, so I haven't been able to do that. I guess my next appointment, if nothing else, and I'll just keep taking my medication the way it was prescribed and hope that everything's okay. Like I said, it was very, 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 very slightly elevated, so it's not like it's way horribly out of whack or anything, and I'm sure it'll be fine until my next appointment when I can talk to the doctor. Still waiting to talk to the doctor about a VBAC and whether or not they're going to allow me to do that. But in the meantime, I've been looking up stuff on the internet. I got a couple of books from the library. I'm going to read as much and take in as much information and statistics and plan. I found a book on natural childbirth after cesarean. So I'm really hoping to get some ideas on how to deal with the pain, because I don't want pain medication. Anesthesia makes me really nauseous. And I don't know. I've never had an epidural. I've only had spinal blocks. So I don't know how an epidural will affect me and if it will make me nauseous or not. But I hate the idea of trading pain for nausea. I can handle pain. I do not handle nausea and vomiting well. It just doesn't. I hate having the flu. I hate puking. My face breaks out in little red hives every time I vomit because I find it that stressful. Like, it just freaks me out that bad. So I would rather deal with the pain of labor than, in all honesty, be puking my guts out and feel miserable. And then the anti-nausea medication they usually give me when I get like that makes me really sleepy. In fact, after I had my cyst removed, I couldn't even wake up long enough to eat the toast that was supposed to settle my stomach so that I could go home. So my mom and I got stuck there for hours longer than we had intended on being there. So anyway, yeah, heartburn, bad dreams, preparing for a VBAC, praying for a VBAC, but also trying to find a way to be okay with another C-section. And I was okay with the C-section before, and I know if they say no, I'll be okay again, but I would really, really love to have my natural childbirth that I've dreamt about for 15 years now. So we'll see. And the only other major symptom or anything that I've been having is just being really hormonal and really, really weepy. And I mean, not that I'm not a crier, I'm a girl, I cry, whatever. But I've been doing pretty good for quite a while, and now it's just, and I kind of mentioned this on my other video, that I can't handle the stuff that the sad pictures about kids or families, parents who've lost a child, the pictures of soldiers either leaving their families or coming home, or like when they meet their baby for the first time because their baby was born while they were overseas. I can't handle it. And I posted on my Facebook page that for now, can you guys kind of keep that to a minimum? I'm not trying to be selfish. It's your page. Do what you want. But I emotionally can't handle it. And if you post something like that, I will block it. And that sucks, because I don't want to go through my friends and family and be like, nope, block that, block that. I'm not blocking them. I'm just, how you can remove something from your newsfeed. That's what I've had to do with a lot of stuff that people have been posting lately. And they always seem to get worse around the holidays. Like, they really want to tug at your holiday heartstrings. And I just can't handle it. This is the most hormonal I've been the whole pregnancy, and that seems to be when it's popping up the most too, and it's just a bit more than I can handle at this point. So I'm doing my best to stay away from it. I'm doing my best to stay calm with people. I've been grouching at Wyatt all morning, and I feel bad. He's a good kid. He's just doing stuff that I find mildly annoying, and then I get all, but please excuse my language, but I can't handle anybody's bullshit right now. I'm just not doing it. I just can't stand people that will dish out crap, but when they get crap back, they get really mad and defensive and start taking low blows. And I kind of hit my limit this week, and I'm not proud of myself for losing control and just letting it all out. I tend to pride myself on being that person that does not get involved and does not sink to the level of a mean girl. And I let the mean girl drag me down. And I'm mad at myself for that. I'm not mad for I don't feel bad for what I said. What I said needed to be said. Whether that person hears me or not, whatever. Probably not. People like that usually don't. They only see themselves, and they just can't seem to see when they're wrong. So I don't feel bad for what I said. I do feel bad for making it a public thing. And it was in a private group, and so it was public to that group, but it wasn't public to everybody. And I'm upset with myself for letting that person get to me. I'd managed to push it down and ignore it for 7 months, and I just got to the point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. I wasn't going to allow someone to talk to me like that, and I wasn't going to allow someone to talk to other people who I've become friends with and who I've shared this journey with. And I see it not just in that group, I've seen it in other groups, and it's just, I'd had enough. Not proud of doing it in front of others, should have done it privately. It needed to be said. And yeah, I'm not happy with myself for doing it in such a public way. But I'm not sorry for what I said. And I made the decision to block this person from my Facebook. And I'm not saying it's even a permanent thing. I just need a break. I know that my hormones and my emotions are running wild. I know that this person has rubbed me the wrong way for a very long time, and I've done my best to ignore them and to let it roll off my back, and I'm apparently at a point where I can no longer do that. So for my own sanity, for my own happiness, not because I let this person control me, not because I let this person bully me, because I hate bullies. I cannot stand bullies, and this person is a bully. And I didn't let her bully me into anything. I made the decision for my own happiness and for the better, not just for the better of my experience, but for the better of the group, because it was causing a tear. And I don't want to see that in that group. I've seen it in other groups. I don't want to see that in that group. And I knew that I could no longer keep my composure. And I did not want to be a factor in that group having any kind of drama and issues. And the only way that I saw that I could do that was to block that person on Facebook. And it sucks. We're adults. We're in our 30s. Come on. Can we just behave? It's fine that we don't agree, but you do not have to get nasty about it. And apparently that's just not possible. So for now, that person is blocked, and I feel a huge sense of relief. I can see what other people are saying, but I don't see what that person says. And that makes my experience better. That keeps me calmer. And in turn, I can be the helpful and supportive person that I want to be. Because there are other first-time moms that want to know this information. They want to know what my experience has been and what the experience of the other ladies who are not first-time moms. They want to know. They want to know what we've done, what we've been through, what worked and what didn't work. And even when our opinions don't necessarily agree with what they're thinking, they're cool about it. And they take it with a grain of salt. And they know that their pregnancy is, going to happen however they want it to, but at least they've taken in the information and learned something. And I think that's important. I mean, I'm still learning things all the time about my kids, I had a teenager. Never been down the teenage route before. I'm still learning stuff. But, yeah. So, basically, drama ensued. I removed myself from the drama. I'm done. I know I can't handle it right now, and I will not be the kind of person that I pride myself in being, and the kind of person that I want my kids to see by interacting with this person. So, I made the decision to no longer interact with her. It sucks, but it's life. Sometimes you gotta do that. So, that's about it. Yeah, I don't really have any other issues. Other than the heartburn and the not sleeping well, things have been going, actually they've been going better. I've been feeling better than, because they say second trimester you're supposed to feel so good, and then third trimester you feel miserable. I think I actually feel better in the third trimester than I did in the second. But maybe that's because we're in the home stretch. We've hit the 30s. I know that it's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end relatively soon. We're in December. This baby's due in February, and I've never gone a day past 37 weeks.